As a college committed not only to knowledge generation but also to societal transformation, the College of Arts and Social Sciences has always been actively engaged in extension and community work.
Ang mandato ng isang faculty member dito sa college ay ang magturo, mag-research, at mag-extension. Agresibo ang kolehiyo sa pagtataguyod ng mga extension projects para may maibahagi ito sa komunidad na kanyang pinagsisilbihan. We strive not only for excellence but for relevance. In CASS, we made it our mission to promote a peaceful and sustainable society through the development of globally competent, socially responsible, culturally sensitive, and humanistic scholars and professionals. One way of achieving that is by strengthening our partnership with various stakeholders through the utilization of generated knowledge and the sharing of expertise with the community.
Every year since 2008, CASS has been implementing the Sagip-Aral program.
There is this depressed area in Barangay Santiago, particularly those living at the Barangay Santiago dam site. The children wanted to study but the parents cannot afford to send them to school because of the parents actually live and survive through garbage scavenging.
The program has 100 beneficiaries who are given school supplies in June and groceries in December to encourage them to stay in school. Since its inception, 71 Sagip-Aral beneficiaries have graduated from elementary and are now enrolled in high school.
Grade 3 akong anak, tami paingon dito sa grade 11. Naka-eskwela dito siya, dako dito sa kay katabang ang Sagip-Aral.
Na-inspire yung ko nga akuan, padayon yung eskwela gid kay namay ka katabang semua ba. Ang mga school supplies, kana.
"25 have graduated from high school and 11 of them are currently in college."
Tungod sa Sagip-Aral, na-inspire ko. Tungod sa ilang mga dako nilang gibuhat sa kuha. Mas nitarong kong eskwela, mas ganahan ko mo eskwela, o mas gusto ko nga i-aim akong ambition in life.
The College of Arts and Social Sciences believe that in order to help these children, we also have to help the parents. We have to empower the parents economically to enable them to have another means of livelihood. So we organized the Sagip Buhay.
Makatabang na sa kuha kay kanang na mga kuan sa mga mama, mga project sa mga mama. Napil-apil ako na aron ma-produce pa siya og kwarta.
Daghan na namong activities nga gihimo sa Sagip-Aral, Sagip Buhay. Naghimo mga liquid bleach, mga dishwashing. Then naghimo po mi nga ice cream o kanang therapy sa mga massage ana naghimo po mi ana. Then kanang mga manicure, pedicure ana naghimo.
Daghan ba maayong kuan sa MSUIT livelihood, nakatabang ba siya kung imong yung seryosohon nga i-continue ang imong kaalam sa gihatag nila ba? Salamat ko nga kanang wa sila duha-duhag pag kuan sa mga bata diari sa Santiago ba. Paghatag pagtagad nga nga ang ilahang gibuhat kada tuig. Ug akong anak ako pong gignan nga isip kabalos. Ako siyang gignan nga manikamot siya eskwela aron malipay pud ang mga taga-IIT nga kuan kanang gihatagan mo bilis. So ato pong pakita anak nga ingkamot kag eskwela wala nimo usiki ang ilang maayong pagtagad sa ato. So akong anak karon kamot siya eskwela gyud.
In 2011, the Department of Sociology of CASS and the College of Education launched the Bajau School by the Sea to help Bajaus improve their quality of life.
The Bajau School by the Sea, of course, is a school for the Bajau in Purok 4, Tambacan, Iligan City. It's meant to conduct the alternative learning system for the children and adults of the area. They are products of the Mindanao conflict, and they are pushed from the seas to the streets. And being in the urban center, bereft of urban skills for survival, and they are poor and mostly are unschooled, the only thing that we IIT can give is as teachers is to offer alternative learning system, and which we conduct every weekend. And so through the help of the Department of Sociology volunteer faculty and from the College of Education, we had a training at the DepEd in order to learn the Marongko approach, which we use in the Bajau School by the Sea.
Natunan ako sa arts kay para kabalo mo basa. Og magsulat. Og mag-drawing.
This is an alternative learning system. So our approach is dual. We also send them to Tambacan Elementary School. And sadly, because we cannot really provide the basic needs daily for the Bajau, there is a high rate of absenteeism. But we are not surrendering. The mainstreaming actually will take a long process, and right now we have only one surviving grade 7, si Johan, who is a male. Since last year, 2 who graduated from grade 6 eventually got married.
Akong pangarap kay pulis para matabangan na akong papagmama kanang dili ko gusto sila kay mangayo gusto na ako kanang lagod sila itrabaho.
Aside from the basic literacy program, livelihood training is also being done.
Si Ma'am Mempa magtudlo sa amo ang tatabangan banig-banig ug basahan. Makatabang sa ako ang kinabuhi kanang si Ma'am Mempa ba. Pagkaon, kwarta, ug sanina.
Sa eskwela kong mga anak tungod nila, ang programa diri sa mga Bajau, pinting lipayan ako kay kung sa'yo programa sa mga Bajau, nakaapil ko, nakatabang na sila sa mga mao man na pinting lipayan ako, pasalamat ko sa Ginoo, ang Ginoo igid may baw sila.
So if all the partners, not only in IIT but the government agencies like the city government, the CSWD, and the NCIP will join hands with us, I think we can look forward in addressing the multifaceted problems that are emerging in Tambacan, where they live.
To address the literacy gaps in the community, the Department of English conducted a reading remediation program.
It may be recalled that in 2006, Iligan City was at the bottom 10 of performing schools in the entire country. And so we thought that IIT, through the Department of English, should be able to do something.
In 2010, the department implemented reading remediation at the Chavez Elementary School, where the principal reported a 75% increase in the school's reading in the National Assessment Test for public schools. The program was replicated in Iligan City North Central School from 2013 to 2015.
The reading remediation program of the Department of English is a longitudinal activity that started with the Chavez, and then we tried to copy the framework and do it in another school, but improving this time. And after these literacy extension activities, we re-examine what has been done. Okay. One of the components of the extension work was a research activity, which was conducted by me and Professor Maria Teresa Villabona. We discovered that, for one, there is no clear reading program, not just for that school, but for Iligan City. Number two, that there are reading programs in other regions which have been institutionalized and really delivered at the grassroots and have been very sustainable. And because of that, the research plus our own experience in our engagement with the school led to the teacher training, which happened on February 17 to 19, 2017. We thought that this is more sustainable and a more efficient way to do it. And we got very positive response from the district supervisor and from the regional language supervisor herself, Dr. Angie Waron. We just received a message from Dr. Henry Abueva, actually the district language supervisor, that they are echoing the same training, and this time involving more teachers. So this is their response to the crisis that they saw as we presented to them the results of the research, and hopefully the whole school would be able to put up their own reading program that is not just on paper, but is really transforming lives of children.
To promote political literacy, the Department of Political Science initiated the Voters Education Program.
The voters' education was designed for first-time voters in our partner communities in Umanga, in Santiago, in Aplanon. When we say partner communities, they had been our partner for about, say, 5 years or so. This is to capacitate young voters in terms of the importance of their vote and for them to participate, because our country has a young vote and they're among the biggest of the entire voting population.
Participants learn not only about their rights but also about online facilities.
From Timbanga, we targeted 150. It was less because at that time the young had activities ahead. But at Santiago, it was like 250. In Aplanon, almost 100 or a bit more. So the target was 300. We went far more than 300.
Aside from the trainings in various barangays, a seminar for the Institute's ESGPPA grantees was also conducted.
Nakatabang sa ko ang voters education kanang to promote kanang dili mag vote buying, tapos kanang nakatabang siya to na kanang magpili og maayo nga kanang candidates for ay mga politician nga maayo nga makatabang.
Since 2013, the Department of Psychology has been conducting research-based psychosocial intervention at the Iligan City Jail, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology.
This is our target community primarily, although we have other beneficiaries. So what we do is assess their psychosocial needs, mental health. So from there, we prepare for the appropriate interventions for our stakeholders, especially the inmates. When we went there, we conducted this therapeutic modality in cooperation with the senior jail officer who approved all of our intervention activities. What we did was this spoken word, poetry. What we have developed several impact studies that I have just mentioned was that it was more than adequate or very satisfactory result. They said that their own language, it was quite qualitative. Nalipay sila, na-enjoy sila, naganahan sila. We aim to instill hope, and so we can see that we are quite effective, or we are successful in that area.
In 2005, Bajau Island was selected by MSU-IIT as the site for its extension program.
Bajau is not actually an island, but it is a delta that was formed at the mouth of the Mandurog River. And it is prone to tsunami and other catastrophic events that may result from flooding caused by typhoons. Bajau Island, and originally something like 100 plus hectares, has shrunk into something like 82 when we came in, 82 hectares. In other words, it is slowly eaten by the sea. So we have to do something in order to preserve the area, and the only thing that we can do is to start planting mangroves to replace what was destroyed in the 70s.
In December 2011, Tropical Storm Sandong brought about catastrophic flooding in Iligan, killing 490 persons and destroying almost 19,000 houses. Bajau Island was the most badly hit.
It was underwater for several hours, maybe 3 to 7 meters below the sea. And so many people died out of the more than 7,000 population that originally inhabited that place when we entered in the place as our site for extension. There were only around 200 that returned after the Sendong incident. As of now, we have already planted more than 100,000 propagules in Bajau. And around 30 to 50% was the survival rate. But because we have to replace them from time to time, we have already planted more than 100,000 there in that place. The Republic Cemental also joined us. They are going to donate as much as 25,000 propagules for the period of 3 years.
Nalipay pod mi ma'am nga daghan po kay mutabang diri og kanang tanom sa mua. Kay inig moabot ang panahon ani ang among mga anak bisag makapas pa ning baghaw dagko na makarecover po diri sa balod og unsa manggaling ipanghatag diri sa Ginoo sa mga nga katalagman.
We have to inculcate to everyone that the purpose of planting is not just only planting them, but to grow the trees until such time that we'll be able to restore the forest, the mangrove forest of the shoreline of Bajau.
As the soul of the Institute, CASS will continue to engage in extension work in order to build peaceful and sustainable communities.
Dahil sa CASS, kakambal ng husay at talino ang puso at konsensya.